Well, folks, hello and welcome back to Relaxing Woodshop. My name is David.
My name is Christopher.
How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good. Now, this is quite unique for us here in this one because this is going to be the final reveal of
The go-kart.
Pedal car, not.
Rod.
So, and it looks hopefully stunning. And the reason we say that is, for the first time ever, we've pre-recorded this.
Yeah.
Because
coming to you from the past.
yeah, I suppose it's like Back to the Future, isn't it? Yeah. So it might be a wee bit tad confusing with some of the bits that are going in and out because it was kind of just done on and off. Because I'm about to go into hospital. That's right? Yes, I'm about to go into hospital, and then so that means when you be seeing this, I'll hopefully be out and still be alive.
Yeah. I'm functional again.
I'm functional again. So yes. So what we've done is we did a massive push. We've got everything put into play. And we'll be working around it then. So we'll then held off the video. So when this comes to you, it's going to be towards the end of July.
Yeah.
And this gets confusing.
2 weeks. 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now. So it does, yeah.
Which is the present day for you.
Which is
2 weeks from us.
Back to the Future lied. So yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the handbrake.
Yes.
We're going to do the rear lights, which is kind of just stick-on lights to make it look good. We've got stickers to put on. We've got the steering to do, which is the big one. And we've got the steering wheel to do. And we've got the steering bracket to do. And we've got a load of other wee bits and bobs to do that we'll probably not film because they're just wee tinkering about with.
Yeah.
And then all those videos come together because there'll be so many that I think we've already done 12. We'll probably do another 13, 14. And then we'll edit it for 2 weeks down the line. So, anything else, Christopher?
No, well, by the time you're watching this, we'll have our 400 viewers out.
Oh, that's very confident. That's very confident, so it is. Yeah, so we're around about, I don't know, 388 or 391, so we only have 8 or 9 more to go, so there is. So if there's any way that you could tell anybody that we're trying to get there 400, that would be great. Also, we've been told that, not this week, but the start of the following week, there will be a heat wave. So I'm going. Yeah. I'll be lying in bed looking out at it. Yeah. No. So just in time for me to get the just to look out at everything. So guys, let's go and let's do it. Yeah, I'm still confused.
And again, just match the top for going into the base to allow the bar to accept.
Okay guys, so we've drilled the holes, put the bar in, and I'm just ready to get it pushed right through to the outer edge. And this is then the sleeve, of course, for the actual bar itself. Sorry these videos are so fast, but just want to get all done and let everybody see each step. So some of the times we're not talking in them.
Now you need to put 2 screw holes on each side of the washer, and that'll allow you to screw it straight in.
So here we have a simple T-track. What I need to do with this is what they kind of use for working in sheds and that, just to support the corners or putting them into the rafters and things like this. So I'm going to use this as a pivot point for the front. So I need another one of these, and then we're going to bolt it all together. So here's the idea. Going to bolt this into this, create a gap in between, and then that'll allow, when we put it onto here, we'll put a bend in it, and that will allow us square pivot. So let's see if we can get this to work. So we'll put our two bolts in. We need a much bigger bolt here to allow for space in between these, so when it's moving left to right, there's free movement. So 4 bolts in, 1, 2, 3, 4. These here have to be kept loose, as there's going to be a wee bar welded to that and welded to that. These two here need tightened up, and then hopefully this one here will be the one that will go on to the arm of the steering. And it's just a matter then of placing this, easier said than done while you're holding the camera, on the top of that, and then all 4 will line up, and then that leaves the bar to put in. So this one gets tightened, this one gets tightened, and these two will be left loose. So we're going to weld this all together. This goes into the steering rack, for want of a better word. It's like the hub area. Then this is going to get welded to there. This is going to get welded into there to accept this going down. This bolt's going to get welded into there, which will accept into that to give free rein. And then this bolt will be welded into here, and will give again free rein for the other side where the steering box is. So So, 2 9.5 centimeter rods. We're going to put one, if you've seen there, the drill holes into the big bolt. So one in here, and then that'll give me my setup for how much of a bar I need to go from there to there. From there to there, we should be able to then get the bar, put a tack weld there and a tack weld to the other side, and then that will hopefully give the steering movement. And as you can see, that's moving with the bracket, so I don't know if I can reach this in one piece. I should be able to, yep, hold on. And then there you see, that's the steering. So it is. Obviously, I might need to look at something to stop it from going too far, but at least that lets you know that it's actually fully working there. So, hole drilled into the hub nut, I suppose, if you want to call it that, and then I flattened it a wee bit there on the grinder, so I did, which then will accept this bolt here. And then as you can see, that's one that we hammered and tacked. So all we need to do is now weld that on into there. Here's what we did earlier. So as you can see, you've got the weld put on the joint here. We've got the weld put the nut into the bigger nut, welded that to there, and then screwed this in to give this area free, and then that has been drilled and bolt welded in to the big nut itself. Not the prettiest welds in the world, but they're nice and strong, which then in turn allows the steering to steer. And we have tested it with a bit of tension there, and it is fine, so it is. So all we'll do is copy that onto this side, and we are done. I'm not going to bore you with the welding. I'll show you a couple of wee clips, but it's quite hard to, because it takes a wee minute to get the tack, and then you don't know when. So let's get welding that, right, Cass? And guys, from the other side, the bar's been cut back to here. This is just a wee sleeve. I found this in a bolt shop and just thought it'd be handy. It is bigger. So what I'm doing is a lock and nut here, put this sleeve in, large washer then on top of that, which I'm going to have to screw down because it is pretty tight, and then we'll put the steering wheel on top of that. Nice. Okay guys, so this is nice and simple. I've drilled a hole here. Now I believe, I don't know, I could be wrong, I'm going to try this out. I've got a hole that is too small for this locking nut. I believe by hammering that into there and getting a good hard bite and then a wee touch of epoxy resin, that should set solid enough for the steering wheel. Obviously this is the back end of the steering wheel, so I'll hammer this in and see how it looks. Most people steer with the right hand side, so what we'll do is we'll put this in at the left. We're probably going to drill a hole here, and then as the handle sits there, as you press forward, it'll press against this wheel, slowing it down, and then I need to spring the mechanism here to pull that away again, along with a wee bar to stop it from going too far. So let's have a go. Then we'll get the bracket that's going to go against the wheel. Obviously it has to be a bit of metal to take the pain, and we'll drill a hole in it here, hole in here, and then drill it into the handbrake, for want of a better word. And then just drill a wee hole through the bar, and then we're just going to connect that up. You see I put a couple of wee square screws in the inside, and I'll show you what that's for in a wee minute. But we'll get this in nice and tight. Now that will allow for when you put the paddle on, you see perfect metal contact, no screws touching or anything, just the metal bracket contacting. So now we need to get this to spring back as it goes along. Now we just need something in here to stop it from pushing too far, so it has always tension on it. Just put a nice bolt basically in there, and there we have it. Fully operational handbrake. Nice and short, and still hits that wheel, stops it from moving. Okay guys, steering wheel's on, Morty's ready to rock. Let's see if it works. Excuse me, Morty. Look at that. Fan-dabby-dozy. That's exactly what we wanted there, guys. Tiny wee bit of play in it there, like we've got about two 2 millimeters of play there, you know, so if we're doing 50 or 60, you might get a bit of a rattle there, Morty. Oh, he's out. No drink driving, Morty, no drink driving. Well, folks, there we have it. I'm so sorry that just wasn't flowing like we're used to, because there's so many videos done that we were trying to put together, and I've done this a few weeks ago before the video came out, and it was just trying to remember it all. So hopefully when I'm lying in my bed, I can edit this and it'll look good. What do you think, Morty? You happy with the name of the car? Morty 1, Morty 1. What a cool name for a pedal car, go-kart, not pedal car.
My timeline's fading.
Back to the Future again.
Back to the Future.
Yeah. Which one?
First one.
I think it was pretty good, yeah.
Like
Is that why you
your
said
favorite Back to the Future?
Is that yes? Comment which is your favorite Back to the Future. But is that why you made me do that in my own? You saying I've got a good joke? Yeah, that was not a good joke. That was a dad joke. That's something I should have done. So yes, it looks fantastic, doesn't it? It really, really does. Obviously, we'll do our beautiful wee end film for you. But like, I know this was a big long one, and I do apologise for that. But I really wanted to get it right. I wanted everything to match up perfectly, and it took that bit, even right down to the steering wheel, just turning it. I actually thought to myself, should I turn the steering wheel for the wheels? So if I'm making a much smaller one, a wee more simpler one for a child, you could make the wheels out of the wood. So,
no grip.
Guys, no, what we want to be doing? 100 miles down the motorway, or kilometers if you live in other parts of the world. Got like 80 miles to the south. When you jump over the border, it goes kilometers. Okay, I'm boring everybody now. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Anything else you want to say?
Well, just thanks for the 400 subscribers. I know it's going to happen in the weeks to come.
You're being so confident it's going to shit you down, so well, it really will. Guys, look forward to seeing you next time. We'll be doing a number of videos that will just be one-off videos, so what we'll do in the day, we'll get done in the day, because once a year we do one big project. So last year was the rocking horse, so this year was the card. So guys, look forward to seeing you. Be safe. Take care.
Bye-bye.